talk all the time, and then you'll come visit, and it'll be like I never left. I mean it. You don't have to worry about anything changing. You're dealing with so much other stuff. You don't deserve any of this. Chloe, listen. Even if I never... Even if we're moving for good, we are always together, okay? Even when we're apart, we're still Max and Chloe. I will always, always love you. Goodbye.
The most sad, tragic event changed Chloe's life forever. Double whammy of her father dying and Max leaving on the same day. And unfortunately the stream broke at the same time, so we may have to replay that. If possible. Seeing guys freak out in the chat, I hope you're aware it's now live. You guys just tell me in the chat if you see it live. You do? Okay. Well, that is the end of Life is Strange Before the Storm bonus episode. So the events before the events before Storm. I think I'm gonna remove comments from the stream visual from now on. Because it doesn't matter whether it's with the best or the worst intentions. People's comments coming up during emotional parts are destructive to that emotional moment. So for emotional games like this, I think I'll turn the comments off. But for other things where it's just a game, I'll leave them on. Special thanks to all these people. No, don't be sorry at all, no. I'm quite happy to have an active chat. But I'm just thinking, when people watch the stream, it's gonna be distracting and interrupting for them. So I'll disable it for future emotional games. Quite disappointed that the stream broke right in the last scene. I wouldn't have minded if it broke a couple minutes later on the credits, but it is what it is, and that's a shame. So, if we ignore for a moment the awesome adventures of Captain Spirit, which is the next game in this Life is Strange universe, we ignore that, because it's set in a different environment, I think. Focusing on Chloe and Max's story alone, we finally explored every part of it, and damn, that is an emotional journey. Damn. One of the most emotion-invoking games I've ever played. And with the time manipulation premise of the first one, I absolutely love this series. Then this game followed up quite well, indeed. Then the bonus episode was a perfect little cherry on top, and in many ways a goodbye for the players, the developers, the story and the characters. It is its own piece of art. and I've enjoyed it thoroughly. Now usually I would just skip the credits, but these are the final credits. I'm wondering if there's something at the bottom of them, but also it gives us a few moments to chat. So what did you guys think? What were your favourite parts, worst parts, happiest, lowest? Things you found interesting or ignorant? What are your thoughts? I felt the Elliot character in this game was a bit forced in. Never heard of him before the game, and then suddenly he's been growing up with Chloe since preschool or something. That was a bit out of the blue. But okay, fair enough, we don't know everyone in her life. But then he seemed to intrude too many times on Chloe. And that is supposed to be his character. I suppose he was supposed to be just an annoyance, an obstacle to get over, rather than a real person. Seeing them be so attached to the nostalgic objects they had in Chloe's room at the end, in a way reflects the audience too, wanting the last little bits of Life is Strange, rather than just walking away. And then of course at the very end, William's death, the funeral, and leaving the funeral, symbolising the end of Life is Strange, and the audience moving on. I think you can dig into this a lot. Many aspects of this game. The two games. Plenty of symbolism, plenty of parallels with each other, and with the interaction of the players. There were parts in the first game that were better. Especially one part where Max actually saw the options on screen when she was dreaming. If any of you remember that part. There were several throwbacks within their own games and to each other, which I didn't catch immediately. One of them especially being the founder of Blackwell Academy. The statue in the front outside the school. That statue, you actually see the proper character in Max's dream sequence. And whenever I saw that guy in the first playthrough, I'm pretty sure I just didn't realise who it was. The second time I played it, which was this time, I did notice that I didn't recognise the man. I thought, who is this prominent character in her dream? And it was only when playing this game, seeing the statue again, that I put two and two together. So there are lots of little bits here and there. Little extra layers. Not tons of layers, just a few. Scattered. The interactions and interconnectedness of all the characters was very well made. It seemed genuine, and aside from Elliot, it all seemed natural. And almost real. Like these characters could have been real people who had a game made about them. The diverging dialogue options in both games were very well made. Unfortunately, some of them didn't present the option that they appeared to. So, for example, there were a couple of times where I thought she was going to say one thing, and she did, but not in the same way I thought she was going to, and so it came off as a completely different meaning. Especially towards the end of this game, where somehow we would meet up Rachel and her mother. I don't know how we were supposed to do that. And according to the stats, not many people did. Lawmaster Life is Strange 2 doesn't exist yet. And we don't know any details about it. It might not be to do with these characters. Or if there is information out there, I have not viewed it, as I don't want to know until closer to the time. It could be Max and Chloe. It could even be Max on her own after letting Chloe die. We do not know. Could be a completely different group of characters, maybe the next generation at the school. Who knows? Oh, that just cut, didn't it? Collector mode. Okay, I think we're done. I'm not going to go through and get all the photos. Here we go. Love this tune. I love so much of the music in both these games. It's a shame so much is copyrighted and I have to edit it all out, but it's still pretty damn good. I highly recommend you guys get the games. Then you won't have to deal with me removing music if you're seeing this on YouTube. And you can make your own choices too. See how you can do things differently. See if you can try and get Rachel and her mom together. Okay. Just gonna tab out so it's quieter. So, we are done with Life is Strange Before the Storm. Next will be the awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit. I don't know when we'll be starting that, potentially tomorrow, potentially the day after. We'll have to wait and see. So, thank you all for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit that follow button so you know when I'm next streaming, as I don't currently have a time schedule. And if you want to join us in any of our multiplayer games, then make sure to join the Discord, where test, there we go. I don't know what happened to the mic there. There's a different issue to last time. Where did I get cut off? I'll just run through the whole spiel again. Thank you all for tuning in, hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit that follow button so you know Test. Test, test. Okay, the microphone keeps dying, so I'm going to just abbreviate. Everybody, if you enjoyed, hit follow, hit subscribe, use Twitch Prime, get bonuses from Twitch Prime, free subscription from Twitch Prime, free games from Twitch Prime, free in-game loot crates, I think, and other bonuses from Twitch Prime. And if you're watching on YouTube, like, favorite, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Unfortunately, there's something wrong with the mic keeps cutting out, so thank you all for tuning in, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next stream. Bye.